And welcome. My name is Chris Reed, a huge fan of cross country, and I'm with Johanna.
Welcome everybody. Very excited to get this started. The girls are lined up and ready to go, and we will be starting this race any second.
And so they're about to do the signal. Again, there's about 120 runners in this race and 12 schools represented. And we'll be quiet at the start. Guns up. And we are off, ladies and gentlemen. The Gulf South Conference Championships are underway.
The girls are on the course. They will be running a 6K. Here at Shelby Farms, this will be 2 times a 3K loop. So we will get to see them at the start again once during the race before they're finishing. This is actually the second year where the girls have to run a 6K or get to run a 6K during the conference championship. So very excited. Last year was an amazing race. This year is probably going to just as amazing, and the girls are off. Especially at the start, you see everybody's going out very fast, so especially in the start.
And the cool thing about this course, so again, this is located at Shelby Farms, and this is an urban park. And so what's unique about this course is that you'll see open plains like this that they'll run through, but also I believe you'll run through some wooded areas as well. Is that correct, Johanna?
Exactly. What is really nice about this course is you can have, it's a huge park, so you can change this course however you want to. And today, for the conference championship, CBU did a great job of choosing a course where it's really easy to see the runners at the most places possible. So we will see a lot of people running around, trying to cheer everybody on as many places as possible. So as the girls, they should have support all the way through the 6K.
Absolutely. And of course, with cross country, you will see bits and pieces of them throughout the race, but you'll be focused on with us here. We're excited to be here. I am actually a graduate of Christian Brothers University, one of the teams in GSC, so I'm a little favorable toward them, but I'm excited to be able to host this event with the GSC here in Memphis, Tennessee. And Johanna here is also a former runner for CBU.
I ran for CBU myself, graduated 2 years ago, so obviously go Bucks, but I have to say this conference is an amazing conference. All the teams are amazing, all the coaches are amazing, so can't really say I have a favorite because I wish every team all the best and all the luck, so all the
Absolutely.
teams are amazing. I'm excited to see how it's going to play out today.
Absolutely. I think so. There, like I said, there are 12 teams, I believe, represented. So we have Alabama, Huntsville, Auburn, Montgomery, Christian Brothers University, Delta State, Lee College, Mississippi College, Montevallo, Trevecca Nazarene in Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out to Nashville, Tennessee. Union University in Jackson, Tennessee. Valdosta State, West Alabama, and West Florida. And I was privy to a conversation around who could potentially take it all this year. Now, what they're running right now, and that's Lee University. Is that correct?
Exactly. Lee has a big dynasty. They have won 8 consecutive titles here at the GSC conference. Last year was very impressive as they got this swap. They got the top 5 runners, top 5 places. That
Wow.
was very, very impressive. So I think going into this race, they're for sure a big favorite. What is interesting about Lee, I think they have a fairly young team. They only have 3 people returning from last year, so that will be interesting to look at. However, every single runner on this team is very capable and very good, so wouldn't be surprised to see Lee going for the next title this year.
Absolutely. And I think, what are some teams that you think might be some sleeper teams that could shock some folks this year?
I wouldn't be surprised if Mississippi College is trying to shake things up here. Mississippi College is having a very, very strong season led by Lauren Wallace, who ran a very, very good race at Chili Pepper a couple of weeks ago, running a new PR in her 5K with 17:19, and she always has a lot of Mississippi College runners right by her side. So I wouldn't be surprised if Mississippi College sees a chance to maybe break that streak from Lee University. So that will be a very exciting race to look out for.
Absolutely. And so in the history, so we've had this race since 2009, and there have been 5 different schools that have claimed the title. Like we said, Lee has been running the gamut a little bit. Even in terms of the individual, they have a lot of winners that have claimed. They have actually claimed 7 of the last 9 individual titles as well. And their history is they've posted a perfect team score of 15 the first time in 2024, which was last year. So they're still fresh from that victory. Um, and like I said, when it comes to the dynasty, it also leads to the coach of the year. And so they're being coached by Caleb Morgan, who has been named the GSE Coach of the Year 8 straight years now. And so definitely the most decorated women's cross country coach in GSE history. There also, in light of the competition in GSC, there are other top-ranked teams. So we have number 2 is nationally ranked number 2, according to the United States Track and Field and Cross Country Association. And then we have Mississippi College ranked at number 4. And in 6th place, we have Alabama Huntsville. 7th is West Florida, and in 10th in the nation is Union University. So the competition is definitely stacked, but even in those top 10, there's still some people out there who are kind of sleeper teams that could make an appearance. And so you're seeing some views here of, again, welcome to Shelby Farms, where we see a lot of greenery. Johanna, what is the strategy like for a race like this? So you see this, we have a shot of running in pretty much high grass. And so does that affect the run at all?
I wouldn't say it affects the run, no. What I think the strategy going in, again, everyone has to make their own strategy, but especially a school like Lee and Mississippi College where they have a lot of girls running around the same time, I think for sure they're going to build their strategy about helping each other, running together, working together as long as they can. But in general, cross country, it's almost an all-out race. You're going to start quick and then you're not really going to slow down. So you see those girls really giving it their best shot, and as you can see right now, they are still really, really packed into the race.
Oh, very good. Thank you. And so then also we'll be able to update you on times and standings throughout the race. One thing I will say is with Shelby Farms, I just saw about this course is that there will be some living things also trying to see what's
It's not about how you start, man. Maria Mitchell going through it 5.5, very impressive. They're off for a quick start, and I'm expecting quick times at the end.
very good.
So there we see the lead, Maria Mitchell. Maria Mitchell actually wouldn't be surprised. She's for sure the favorite of this race. She is a transfer from Grand Valley State, just joined Lee this year, and she's the only runner in our conference this year to break 21 in the 6K. And with that time, she also owns the 2nd fastest time or the 3rd fastest time in this conference. So she has 2 out of the top times in the 6K this year from our conference. So not surprised to see her up there, and I think she's for sure going for the individual win as well, as that will help her team to take the win as well.
Oh, there we go.
So there we see her now of the 3K loop. She's running by herself. That's maybe was a strategy, just get away from everybody as quick as possible to just be able to run her race and not have to worry about anyone else. And if that's her strategy, she did a great job, because right now there's nobody behind her.
Johanna, you mentioned this is the 2nd year that we've had the 6K, right?
Right.
So normally, what is it?
Normally they ran a 5K before, and it was only for the regional race, the 6K and nationals. And now we're swaying over so that they are running 6Ks at the Gold South Conference as well.
Good deal.
They're the Ducks.
They're Ducks, I'm telling you. They want to run too. They're going for it. And so what these runners are working for, obviously they want to be champions of the GSC, but it's not in there. On November 8th, we will have the NCAA South Region, and that will be located in Lakeland, Florida. And so how that will work, the top 3 teams of each region will meet automatically, and they'll advance automatically to the finals. And then the 10 at-large team will be selected by a committee for a 34-team field. And then finals, and that will be in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and that will be November 22nd. And so, of course, Like I said, the individuals will go, but also then the teams will go. Excuse me, the teams will go, but also the individuals will go. Um, if they did not go individually, they did not win, they did not qualify. Of course, they'll be given by they'll be joined by committee. Um, but also the top finisher of a non-qualifying team will advance as well to the championship.
Exactly, and that is something what also will be interesting for us to look out to. We have a couple of girls who, in our conference, who will probably not be able to qualify as a team, but might have a shot to qualify as individual. We have Jessica Chappell from University of West Florida, and Eddie Aguayo from Union, who are both very, very strong runners, who probably don't have the chance to qualify as a team, but might be able to get it individually. And here on the screen right now, we see Maria Mitchell starting the second lap by herself, so she has a big lead right now. And she's gonna run through what will be the finish in 3K, but now she has to start her second lap and second half of this race.
Yes, definitely a lot of distance that's happening with Maria currently. And then another thing is I want to point out is, as you can see, people are peppered throughout the course. You have the people cheering them on. What is that like? I feel like there's no other sport like that where the fans and your support base can actually meet you along the course, you know?
I mean, that is the beauty of cross country. Yes, the runners are running, but also the people cheering are running. They are running all over the course to make sure they get to cheer on their runners as much as possible. And that is so helpful, especially if you're in a position like Maria Mitchell and you don't have anybody around you. It's so helpful to just have your team members, have your coaches, have your family be there, cheer you on, and get you through that course. Because sometimes it gets lonely out there, and it's hard. Cross country is a hard sport, so you want the support.
Like I said, I've been a fan of cross country since college, and I never ran it, but I would go with the team to events, and that was my favorite thing to do, to know where my friends were and then find out where I need to go so I can cheer them on and give them that boost before they get to the kick.
And we just got a quick shot into our second mile. As we said, Maria Mitchell is still in the lead. She went through the second mile in 10:21, and behind her is Eddie Aguayo from Union. We already talked about her a little bit, but she cruised to the Watson Classic individual title with this 30-second lead, and with that had the second fastest 6K GSC time this year. So she's for sure a big watch out. I wouldn't be surprised if she's going to take the silver here. I was going to try to challenge Maria Mitchell for the gold. And also she got the title for the runner of the week for the Division 2. So she's for sure somebody to watch out to, and I'm excited to see the race. But right behind her is the second legal. So the race is for sure on, and especially for second and third, it's really close.
Another thing about Addie is that I learned that she was the first Union athlete to get a National Athlete of the Week award. So that's a big deal for her. She's a big deal at Union.
Yeah, big thing for her and big deal for the school. So that's very exciting to hear for Union University. But then right behind, in fourth place, is where Mississippi College is putting their first runners in. So the race is on between Lee and Mississippi College.
And like we said before, there are 12 teams represented, about 120, a little bit more than that, runners in the race. Again, we're seeing Shelby Farms at its finest. We're seeing them running on grass. There's also pavement. And so it's a very, very detailed, different type of race.
Yes, you can see the runners coming through right now is where for most of the runners it gets hard during the race. You're just halfway done, you still have the other half to go. So right now it's really about staying focused, trying to keep the momentum and try to get to the final K to get that new motivation back.
And another thing about cross country is their strategy in terms of the grouping of your teammates. And so any insight on that when it comes to being an effective teammate in cross country?
I mean, especially when you have big schools with a lot of runners like Lee and Mississippi College, you want to try to be close to your teammates. I mean, those are the ones you're training with every day. You know how they are, you know how fast they are, but you also can read each other. You can see when one athlete is just feeling down, you have another one team member who you're training with every day who can just pick you up and take you through the race. And so I think especially when it comes to the bigger teams, I think there's a lot of focus to try to run together and help each other throughout this course.
Look at these runners right here.
As you can see right here, staying together in a team.
Absolutely. And so, Johanna, another thing I wonder is when it comes to, you've run with these opponents before, right? And so you're kind of getting you've met them in prior races, you've met them in different contexts, and so how does that affect strategy when it comes to seeing people that you've run next to, in front of, behind in the past? How does that affect the mental game of this?
Yeah, I think cross country is a very fun sport because you run with some of them at other races, and yes, there you get to know how good is everybody, how in shape are they, what is their strengths. But then, for example, if you take Mississippi College, who like didn't really race against other schools in our conference, you don't really know how good shape they are because it's a different course. So I think really every opportunity that you can get to race against each other in the normal season is so helpful for this championship season because you really get to tell how good people are, what are their strengths, are they getting up the hill quick, are they trying to stay in a group, are they just going out individually, so you're really trying to read each other. So yeah.
Right, right. Again, if you're just joining us, welcome. We are at the GSC Tennessee at the famous Shelby Farms Park, one of the largest urban parks in the United States.
Yes, and the girls are more than halfway done, so they're in the back of the second loop. And we're excited to see them hopefully coming through any second to see how the course plays out.
And of course, if you're here to just see great cross country, there will be a race right after this. It will be our men's championship as well. So please stay tuned for that after the female race. Again, there are 12 teams represented. We're excited to see them in action. Again, Lee has held the title for a long time when it comes to this race, but we're hoping to see some competition from other teams in the GSC. And the vibes are great. Again, it's great to see people running, being supported by loved ones, enjoying nature as they're running, hopefully.
Okay, we just got some time through. Adi Aguayo is right around 13 seconds behind Maria Mitchell. So the race is not over yet. 13 seconds is not a whole lot, however, it's still a gap. And then right behind Eddie for third place is the next Lee runner. So Lee is packing up the front. But then Mississippi College first three runners are 4 through 6. So that is huge for Mississippi College. So as we mentioned in the beginning, the race between Lee and Mississippi College is for sure on. And Mississippi College is giving it their all to try to break Lee's streak.
That's really exciting, y'all. We might make some history here today.
There we see Eddie from Union.
And now they're running past the start, where they started the race.
So yeah, Mississippi College is not out of this race at all. So their top 5 runners are in there. And it's for sure going to be a close, exciting team score. And I think, especially Mississippi College, they want to break that streak. So Lee has a target on their back, and Mississippi College has the motivation to break that streak. So this is an exciting race.
Johanna, you mentioned that distance that Maria has over people. When you're number 2, what is that psychological game like? Is it, I'm going to stay back, maintain pace? When do I need to kick in? Like, when do you start making that decision and when to make a move?
I think especially somebody like Maria Mitchell, you do not want her to get far away from you. So in Eddie's position, you want to try to get to her before the last 400 meters to get a chance to beat her in those final sprint. Maria Mitchell, she's a quick runner, so for sure you want to try to be close to her. In the second place, it can be a positive thing because Maria doesn't see you. You only see her, and you can see if she's tired, if she's breaking down a little bit, or if she's really still going strong. So you kind of have the advantage in second place to see how the runner in front of you is doing. But still, Maria Mitchell, that's a big lead. She's a very impressive runner, so Eddie should try to close that gap as soon as possible if she wants to get a shot at this win.
Also, if you're listening to the stream, I want to point out, Johanna's being quite humble. What is your history when it comes to the GSC championship race, Johanna?
Well, I actually won this race my last season. So that
No
was a
big deal, right? No big deal.
very exciting race. So I know how Maria Mitchell is feeling right now. She's probably less than a minute away from the finish, has a big lead on her, so she's probably right now getting the excitement, probably knows she has it in the bag, and there you can see she's increasing her stride. That's very, very strong. She gets up that hill. That is a hard hill. Let me tell you, I've been running this course for a long time. This is a hard hill. But now there she is. She's going to the final stride. This is now downhill, so I think it's pretty safe to say that this is our winner of this year because she's not slowing down.
That's right. Our dynasty continues as Maria Mitchell
Strikes to the finish.
is
Very
grinding to that
impressive
finish
time.
line.
Very impressive time. Look at that time. This will be a big record.
And here she comes with a few strides. And Maria Mitchell.
Great race by her. That was an awesome race, leading it from the beginning on, and Eddie is close behind. But amazing race by Maria Mitchell. 20:23 is the final time.
That's great. And now we're getting to the, obviously the top 3, top 5, but then also the team is something we're going to be mindful of as well.
Exactly. We want to look out for the teams. It's time to start counting. Top 5 counts. Lee already has 2 in, so first and third place by Lee University, and there's the first Mississippi College girl, Lauren Wallace, in 20:45. Very impressive time from all of those girls. All of those girls under 21 minutes. That is very, very impressive.
That's
Going
very,
into,
very nice.
into this race, only one girl, Maria Mitchell, was below 21 minutes.
That's amazing. This is a great time to peak in terms of your running.
Oh, yes. The teams did a great job of training right. Mississippi College along right behind Lauren Wallace, so the two of them very impressive. And there's the third girl from Mississippi College, Taylor. So it's going to be very close.
Yes, they're pouring in.
There's the third girl for Lee University. Now it's 3 for 3. And obviously with Lee having the lead, they're also going to be leading the team. It looks, if the stats are right, Mississippi College has 5 in.
Yeah, I'm seeing the same number. And then Lee now has 5 in.
So it really depends now regarding the times and the placements. If it was enough for Mississippi College, if they were able to upset Lee, or if Lee is taking the next win. Both of those teams deserve it. Both of those teams have been working so hard. Both of those teams are amazing. The coaches are amazing. So both of the teams are so deserving. But obviously, there can only be one winner.
Absolutely. And you're looking at the standings there. So first, Mississippi College currently, then Lee, then Alabama Huntsville, West Florida, and then Christian Brothers. This Christian Brothers was
Go Bucks.
yeah, a sleeper team as well. Alabama Montgomery jumping up. Excuse me, Auburn Montgomery. Very exciting stuff here. And the thing is, when it comes to the finish line, as a huge fan of the sport, it's one of the most intense experiences as a fan watching. I can only imagine when it comes to the runners. But all this, the yelling and the cheering for your team, but also the rush of the kick for the runners and experiencing that from a spectator side is very impressive. But I can only imagine for a runner as well.
Yeah, as a runner, the relief every time you feel when you finally see that finish line coming to you, it's a great moment, yes. So it kind of gives you all the power back, so you see all the girls sprinting in, not slowing down.
Very impressive race, really, really was.
Yeah, it's very impressive times. I mean, as we said before, there was only one girl, Maria Mitchell, who was under 21 minutes this year. And to see 4 of them to go under it in a championship race, that's really impressive.
Yeah.
And it's exciting for the South region and the nationals.
Yeah, it looks like the top 4 runners were under 21, which is a very, very impressive thing.
But yeah, the results are in. Mississippi College with 40 points takes the win over Lee University. This is absolutely awesome for Mississippi College. Great job. But also kudos to Lee University. They are having a target on their back since almost the last decade, basically. And they have a really young team this year. So for them to stay calm and deliver the second place, that's very awesome.
All right, like we said before, when it comes to the next stage here, so yes, they won the GSE championship. However, there's the next race after this, and that's the NCAA regional, and so that will be on November 8th. It'll be located in Florida. And so what's going to happen is the top 3 teams of each region will meet automatically in advance. And then so they will be automatically going to the next stage, those top 3.
That's right. And then we also have the opportunity as some individuals. So for example, Addie, really hope that she gets to be able to be an individual runner for Union to make it to national. She's an amazing runner. She deserves it. And so from her perspective, I hope that she really goes out that South region and secures that individual qualification to nationals, maybe work together with the Lee and Mississippi College girls, stay in their pack to let them help her pull through. And hopefully we will see her at nationals as well.
And stand by because we will be talking with our winners as well. So
yes, please everybody stay by. We're gonna try to grab Maria Mitchell as soon as she was able to catch her breeze and talk to her teammates and celebrate her win. We want to catch her and get some questions and get her input, so please stay by.
So as you see, these runners are still coming in. One thing about cross country, in my opinion, it's one of the most character-building sports out there. It takes a lot of grit. It takes a lot of focus. Mental toughness. Toughness is great. So even these runners coming in, there's something about that that's just very motivating in terms of the sport, in terms of athleticism. You know, you have your own personal race that you're trying to do as well. And so big shout out to these runners that are coming in. They're not at the top, but they are still maybe even achieving some of their personal best times. And so big shout out to these runners.
Yes, and we see the final result now. Alabama Huntsville took 3rd place. Awesome team as well. Alabama Huntsville has been so consistent over the past year and was always able to score on those top finishes. So awesome to see for Alabama Huntsville. And then West Florida in 4th place. So those are the top 4 teams in this championship this year.
Very nice. And again, if you're just joining us, welcome to the GoSoft Conference Cross Country Championships, coming to you live from Memphis, Tennessee, the Shelby Farms Park here. It's a great time. It's great to have the championships back here in Memphis. It's been a long time, and we're happy to host it. And you're catching the tail end. And so soon, we'll be having our gentlemen getting ready for the run.
What's very nice about this course is the final downhill. I think every runner appreciates it.
Absolutely.
To be able to roll down the final 100, 200 meters of the race. I think that's a big relief for all of the runners.
And again, if you're just joining us, we do have a winner. It was Maria Mitchell representing Lee. She was our winner for the individual race. And then our top team with the upstate is Mississippi College. Congrats to those winners. And we're going to take a break, but we'll be back soon. Stay tuned.
Of the women's 6K. There she is, Maria Mitchell. How are you feeling? How was the race? How was it out there?
I felt like it was good. I felt like it was an honest course. not straight flat, but a few hills. I wasn't planning on taking it when I did, but then I was like, well, if I'm going to go for it, I might as well go for it. So
I was going to ask, what was your strategy coming in? I mean, you had it from the beginning on, and you had a great gap the whole time. So was that the strategy all along, or what was your goal?
Actually, my coach and I had talked before. We didn't really come up with a strategy. It was like, if it goes out slow, I know I can finish. If it goes out hard, I know I can stick with. And if I want to take it, then take it. And that's kind of what I ended up doing. So nothing specific coming in, but knew I could kind of do with anything. So
awesome. So you transferred from Grand Valley State to Lee University. This is actually your first year within the GSC conference. How has it been so far?
It's been really good. I think the training at Lee works really well for me. Really good team, really good coaches. So yeah, I like it.
I'm really happy to hear that. I mean, Lee has a great legacy here, so you have an awesome team around you. So we're happy to have you here at our conference now.
Thank you.
And then now looking forward, we have regionals coming up, and then probably nationals for you. What are the goals? How do the next weeks look like for you?
I guess regionals is kind of another stepping stone. Nationals, I would love to come in top 15 or 20. I think we've ran that course and I actually really liked it. Super hard, super honest, and I like that. So guess just gotta stick myself in it. So yeah.
That's awesome. Well, we are very excited for you. We are gonna cheer you on, and all the best for everyone. Out of the last 14 championships, those two teams took 13 of those. So those are for sure the two teams to look out for. But yeah, we are going to get them started, and then we will get into the race details.
All right. Our runners are lined up, ready for their starting signal. Again, as a fan of cross country and watching it for years, as a spectator, there's something about the start that makes it very, very exciting. Just the anticipation.
Yes, it's the calm before the storm. They're all just standing there, everybody ready to go. You just got to stay patient for a little longer. Sometimes they hold you quite a long time on the starting line, so this is always an exciting part of the race.
Like I said, 108 runners, excuse me, 108 runners, yes, in this race. Everybody get started. And they're off.
And they're off. The 8K is on the way. So it's going to be a similar at the back of the 3K loop. So it's going to be a similar course that we already saw, with just an additional Ks towards the middle. And yes, it's an exciting start. Again, just how we saw it with the women team. Everybody is right together at the start. Everybody goes out very fast, and you're really in the pack for the first K. So now it depends on really finding the right position and making sure that you're in a good spot.
Absolutely.
To get through the 8K.
And in case you're just joining us for the men's race, you missed a great female race, but we are located here currently live at Shelby Farms, excuse me, keep on saying Shelby Gardens. Shelby Farms in the United States. And it's great to have the race back here. It's great to be back here in Memphis, Tennessee.
It's great to be back. It's an amazing course to run in. Like we already said before, and we see it again, it's great to spectator. So CBU, Coach Hoffman, did a great job of changing the course so that there are more opportunities for the people who are watching the race to see the runners as many possible points as possible. And yeah, this will be good for the runners and good for our spectators to see them as often as we can.
And also, you can't, in my opinion, this is perfect weather.
It's perfect weather.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought as well.
Yeah, no, this is, it's warming up a little bit. So with the woman, it was quite chilly. Now the sun is really out, but no, this is perfect. It's not hot, it's not cold, it's not windy.
It's not raining, which is another thing. That's a big deal. We missed it by a day. It's supposed to be a downpour tomorrow, so this is a great time for that.
So this is a great time of the day to run for the boys.
And the cool thing about Shelby Farms is the fact that it is an urban park. And there's different types of scenery and terrain that the runners will be in. We saw the start at this kind of a grassy plain, open field here, but then they'll go into, perfect, the grassy plain right there. And so you'll see them go in and out of patches of high grass, through trees, pavement. It's just a very different race.
Yeah, keeps it interesting for the runners as well. I mean, I think being a runner myself, it's the courses where it always looks the same. It gets tough mentally, and should just kind of get a little bit of distraction, get a little bit used to look at without the course. Makes it fun.
And it's interesting because um, I I run
Yes.
casually sometimes in these parks, and it's interesting because I don't think they'll be here today, but sometimes I'll be running by myself, and then I'll turn a corner and there's a deer looking at me.
Exactly. And here you
Um,
can see it right now. We have rolling hills right through the trees. So, yeah, as a runner, you obviously don't love the rolling hills, but it's a beautiful course, and it's going to be fun for the runners to run through it.
Absolutely. And another cool thing about this is Shelby Farms is for the city of Memphis, and even some of the area schools around it has become kind of a running mecca. And so it's really cool to come here on a weekend and see young runners as well coming to these
Yes.
races. So and I know for a fact that some schools, middle schools, are coming to spectate and watch the college people do it. And so it's really cool to have these young runners coming to see and be inspired by these college runners. And so it's really cool. Here we go. We have some of our runners here running through.
We have some runners, and we see everybody is still really packed up. But just from a quick shot that we can see right now, we see University of Alabama Huntsville and Lee University really being packed together at the front, together with some Mississippi College runners. So, just as we expected, Lee and University of Alabama Huntsville are obviously both trying to keep their legacy alive and having the title between the two of them.
And yeah, stay tuned. We will have some live action data. As I said that, there it is.
There it is.
And again, we're still kind of
First place in 4:11 by Lee, but as we said, they're all really close together. So the 12th place is only 2 seconds behind the first place. So they're really cramped together right now. So exciting to find out when somebody's gonna take the lead
absolutely,
and will pull the group apart a little bit.
absolutely. I believe here's our leading pack right here.
Here they are. You see Alabama Huntsville, Mississippi College, Lee University.
Again, if you missed the women's race, the lead runner had a pretty safe distance the entire time. That is not the case for the gentleman.
Exactly. The woman lead was already having a distance at this point, and the guys are still really, really packed up.
Which is
So
really exciting.
this would be an exciting race to watch, especially when it comes to the team scores.
Now, be mindful that this is an 8K,
Yes.
and so it's a little bit more distance. But yeah, still there as a group. And again, you're seeing the grass next to the asphalt, and so definitely a different type of race. And Johanna, I asked you these questions before, rolling hills and that you may or may not be familiar with. Like, explain to me that kind of what's going on in the runner's mind right now.
Yes. In my opinion, rolling hills is always something that doesn't look hard, and then you're running them and you're like, oh, that
Absolutely.
really takes the breath out of me. So that is something what I'm assuming the teams have talked about when they looked through the course yesterday when they did their shakeout runs, or just from past experience here at Shelby Farms. It's not a steep hill, but you just have those small rolling hills that you want to make sure you get over smoothly without losing too much breath. And yeah, but then here again, we also have some downhills in. They just went through what will be the finish line. Now they have to go another lap, and even longer than that. But this finish line has like around a 200-meter downhill, so that's obviously really nice for all the runners to catch some breath and really try to get the momentum back when you're running downhill.
Johanna, what did the days leading up to this look like for them? Most likely, was it? You mentioned in the conference.
Before a championship race, I think you want to make sure the work has been done. Now it's championship season, now it's racing season, so you're not going to make your athletes do really hard workouts. It's more going to be trying to stay focused, get the legs rolling, stay relaxed, and especially as a team, stay connected, talk to each other, make sure you know what the strategy is, how you can help each other out as a team. But then, yeah, you're coming down here a day or 2 days before, getting ready for race, and I think, especially from my past times, this has always been so fun because you just get to hang out with your team for a couple of days, and then you get out on the course together and try to fight for each other and get the win. So
Right.
conference and especially the championship season is always a fun times. being on a cross country team.
Yeah, I think it's interesting hearing coaches talk about the strategy of a race like this. And of course, there's a physical demand, but a lot of it's a mental demand as well. So,
Running is so mentally, especially cross country running. So really making sure your team members, your teammates are in a good place mentally, trying to see what you can do to help each other is so important because the physical work has been done, and everybody knows that. So now it's just making sure that everybody's sharp mentally as well and ready to go and ready to, because cross country, it's tough. So you're going to be miserable. So you have to be strong mentally to get through it.
absolutely.
So now we got some times through. So Lee is in the lead with Pierre. So he owns the third best 8K time in the conference this year. And he's just one out of two runners together with the runner from Alabama Huntsville, Abraham, to break the 24:25 in the 8K. So his PR, which he set this season, was 24:14, and he finished last year. He finished ninth at this conference, but being the freshman of the year, so he's for sure a runner to watch out for, and he's in the lead right now. So will be exciting to see.
Absolutely. And again, back and forth in the history of this, Alabama Huntsville and Lee eat each other up 1 and 2, and so it'll be interesting to see what happens. Maybe there's a third team that pops up this year.
Maybe
That'd
there's
be
a
nice.
third team. Yes, can't count anybody out.
Johan, I just did some homework on the history of cross country. Do you know where cross country actually started? Do you know the history of that?
No, I don't.
Yeah, and so it started off in England, and what they would do is they would call it the Hare and the Hound games. And so what would happen was you would have 1 or 2 runners that would run ahead of the group, who were the hares, and the hounds would try to catch up to those people, and then that ended up being gaining obviously attention and notoriety, and it became cross country currently today, which is kind of
That
cool.
sounds about right. And here we see on the screen right now Ahmed Ibrahim from University of Alabama Huntsville. He is for sure to watch out for. Wouldn't be surprised if he's trying to get some space between him and the other runners right now for the win.
Absolutely.
Because he's a transfer from Alabama. He owns the top 2 8K times this year, and he has been named the National Runner of the Week after winning the Lucien Rosa Invitational on September 27. So he has put a secure lead between him and the second place to get the win. Hi, Lee University.
Wow.
And I think Lee University is really trying to get the win again this year. They got it last year, and they have 6 runners returning from last season. So they're in an amazing shape, and they have an amazing shot at getting the next title for Lee University.
Again, it's still very a close race compared to the women's race we had. Still a lot of runners close together. And just like the women's race, after this race is concluded, please stay tuned because we will take the winner, have them at the table so we can hear about their experience.
Yeah. So we see right now Eddie Moore from Lee. He's leading Lee right now. He was 6th last year and was a national qualifier that same season in both indoor and outdoor. So
Very
he
nice.
has an amazing track record, and he's probably going to try to pull his other Lee teammates with him to secure the win for Lee University.
And Ahmed is still holding that lead from Alabama Huntsville. And Ahmed is the current D2 National Athlete of the Week, so there's already some victory under his belt this week that I'm sure that gives some motivation for the work.
Yes, he's for sure a runner. You don't want to have that big of a lead. So right now he has over already 10-second lead. I think if the other runners want to try to challenge him for the win, they really want to try to close that gap right now and don't
Now's
let
the
him
time.
come away with it. But right now it looks like he's having a strong lead, and just looking at him in the past, I saw him at the Chargers Invitational. He's a very strong runner, so he just takes it out, stays with some people for a couple of kilometers, and then he takes off, and it's just difficult to catch him, and that's exactly what's happening right now. So he's doing absolutely amazing. He's coming up the hill right before getting a 100-meter downhill through the finish again before entering the next lap.
I know he's a grad student, originally hails from Oregon.
Yeah, so if he would take the win, we would have 2 new people in the GSC conference joining us from other conferences, and those taking the individual title from Maria Mitchell on the women's side. So this is awesome to see for our conference, that we keep having strong athletes joining us throughout their college career.
I haven't mentioned how competitive this race is yet, and so we do have, I believe, 4 teams, United States Track and Field and Cross Country Association, and so the number 1 spot is Lee University, currently number 1 in the nation.
Of our region.
Of our region, excuse me. And then when it comes to Alabama Huntsville, they're number 3. I think we're getting to. And then
University of Auburn Montgomery is number 10.
Absolutely.
So this will especially be very exciting looking into our regional competition in a couple of weeks coming up. So this is where they're going to qualify for nationals. So the team want to make sure that they get those top spots at regionals secured to make it to nationals as a team. So we're probably like around 5 to 6 minutes out to the finish. So this is where we're probably going to see a lot of movement.
Absolutely.
If you want to make a move, you want to make it now to make sure you get in the correct position before you're entering the final minutes of the race.
And if you're just joining the stream, welcome to the Go South Conference Cross Country Championships.
And we just got some stats through, and Ahmed is increasing his lead, so he's not slowing down. And I think for him it's now about just staying calm, keep cruising, and just get it to the finish line, and he's doing an amazing
Absolutely.
job. But if we look at the team score to the right, as predicted, Lee and Alabama Huntsville 1 and 2, but Lee is showing a big lead over Alabama Huntsville. So right now Lee's in a great position as a team. If you look at the scores, individual scores, runner 2 to 5 are all Lee University.
Right.
So this is an amazing team result right now for Lee University. So they have to keep this going and make sure they secure to the finish.
Also, a substantial lead for Alabama Huntsville to the 3rd place team as well. So those are definitely firmly planted top 2 there.
Yes, so they're trying to keep the legacy in GSC conference alive, to have it again between, nothing is over yet. We still have about 4 minutes to go. Apologies, another 7 minutes to go around, let's hope. So a lot can still happen in that time. But
Absolutely.
right now, Lee is doing a good job of getting all the runners in the front pack to secure the win.
And again, Johanna's run this race before. She's won the distance. So when you have a distance with someone, or you're the top of the race, like, what is that like? You're kind of in your own head. Are you nervous that you're going too fast? Like, what is that like when you kind of have that distance at the top?
Just talking from my own experience, it's nerve-wracking.
Yes, I can imagine.
Because the other runners are good as well. So yes, you have a lead, but you don't know. Somebody can have an amazing day and just catch up to you, or you can just hit the wall up there. I don't think any runner feels ever secure
Right.
until they've cross the finish line, especially when you're in a lead.
Right.
Telling him how the runners behind him are looking. Is he safe? Should he push a little bit more? Can't you just cruise through? So really relying on your coach, on your team members, but then just also focusing on yourself, putting the head down and getting the kilometers in.
Absolutely. And so they're working toward, obviously, the championship of the GSC, but then they will go on to the NCAA South Region. That will be October 8th, located in Lakeland, Florida.
November 8th.
Excuse me, November 8th. We didn't miss it. November 8th in Lakeland, Florida. And all region teams may enter that. And they'll compete there. And then they will take the top 3 teams from each region will have an automatic bid to the finals. And then the top 10 at-large team will be selected by the NCAA Division II committee. And it will build a 34-team field. So, again, this is the championship, but it's not the prize yet. That's the NCAA that's happening later on this next month. And we've reached the 20-minute mark here. We appreciate you coming in, streaming in, getting sights of Memphis, Tennessee, Shelby Farms, and the amazing sport of cross country. And there's our first place.
There's our first place. He has a secure lead.
He's looking comfortable too.
He's looking comfortable. I think he's just focused right now to bring it home, stay relaxed, and yes, I think we can say he's pretty secured for this win.
Right.
If nothing changes dramatically right now, but he's looking smooth. He has a big lead, and yes, he's finishing on the backside.
And there's our lead pack.
Exactly. Lee is following close behind. They are packing up together. That's what we've been talking about. If you have a team where you have runners that are running around the same pace, you really want to try to run together, help each other out.
And another Lee, yeah.
Keep each other accountable. So Lee's doing an amazing job at that. Pack it up and get the team title.
It's great to hear all the spectators cheering on people during the run. I know at this point, fatigue might be setting in, but that push from the spectator is something that's very unique to the sport of cross country. And so it's great to have the
100%.
spirit of cross country is very, very strong.
I also want to call out from Montevallo, Zach Ferguson. He's up in the top 10. I think he's 5th place right now. He's a freshman from Montevallo. He won the 2025 Falcon Classic and he owns one of the top 8K times in 2025. So he's for sure somebody to watch out to. It's just his freshman year and he's doing an amazing job. CBU, he just joined CBU this year, but is a grad student from France. He has his race.
A great international flair with cross country. I know that Zach is from the UK.
And here we come to the finish.
Here we go.
Ahmed is taking the win. Here he comes.
Here it is, y'all.
Running through the finish line. An amazing race by him. He took it out, stayed with the pack for the first K, and then decided to take the lead and never look back. And this has been a very amazing, clear win for Ahmed. And now we see the other runners coming in.
This is where it becomes a point thing for the team. And so
Yes.
it's cool to watch the runners come in, see the points stack up.
Yes, I think Lee is having a very, very fair shot on winning this. All of their runners are pretty packed in the top. we have the second and third runner
Right.
coming in, both being from Lee. So Lee has 2 runners in. There's the third runner in for Lee. So place 2 to 4 belongs to Lee University. This is amazing. And from Montevallo. And Lee has all the runners in. So this is an amazing score for Lee University. They really.
Wow.
And there's the first runner from CBU. We talked about him, Basile, number 8. This is a great result for Basile and
Very
CBU.
nice. Very nice.
Now it's on the second to third place. So Alabama Huntsville has 3 runners in, while Mississippi College also has 3 runners in. So it's going to be a lookout. I think Alabama Huntsville right now still has the lead. Just think about the placement. And now it's true, Alabama Huntsville has 5 runners in, so they should be secured with the second place in this conference championships, while Mississippi College is having 4 runners in.
I definitely encourage you guys to stay tuned as the teams come in. Again, we will have an interview with Ahmed soon after the race concludes. And of course, you will see, I believe you also see award ceremonies after the race as well.
Yes, so we have our top 4 teams, Lee University, Alabama Huntsville, Mississippi College, and then Auburn Montgomery. So great job to all of those teams. We see the runners finishing. Congrats to all the runners. This is an amazing course, an amazing race. Everybody did a great job. And it's great to see everybody coming in now and celebrating with their families and team members.
Absolutely. Again, great energy at the finish line with spectators cheering in on their loved ones and their friends. Making sure that they get the best finish possible. The cool thing about cross country is you don't know the story that's happening with these runners. Some of these people, though they're not at the top of the pack, they are doing some personal best. And so it's so great to see that, to see them kicking. They're kicking for a reason, for personal best, trying to get those other points, those points for their teams as well. And so these are just as important as the ones at the beginning, especially on a personal, team-wide level.
Absolutely. There's the saying, win your own race in cross country, and it's so true because there's so many races happening within this one big race. It's not just about who wins it, but you just got to find the people around you and try to win that race.
Absolutely. Some sights of our, he's not a part of the race, but he's enjoying it just as much as they are, I'm sure.
Yeah, wearing Mississippi College, so we see the people are being out here traveling down to Memphis to support their teams, bringing their dogs, so it's been a great day here at Shelby Farms.
Absolutely. And it's great to have all these teams, universities here in Memphis. Welcome to Memphis. Hopefully we're able to get some good barbecue after the race. Maybe go to the Grizz game afterwards. Enjoy Memphis as they're here.
Yes, and please everybody stay tuned because we will try to grab Ahmed, took shot with his teammates, celebrate, and then we will try to get him to us to get his input on the race. So stay tuned for that.
Also, after the race,
The 8K, so very excited to have him here with me and to get to ask him some questions. How are you doing? How
I'm
was
doing
it
good.
out there?
I'm doing good. It was great. It was a great atmosphere. It was a great day to, run an 8K, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. It's been a while since I had a great cross country season, so it was good to be
Exactly.
out
We
there.
just talked about you had a small but PR,
Yeah.
23:29. That's an awesome time.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you expected that?
Yeah, we expected a little bit. We had a little bit of plan to go after a PR, and so we out there and we executed. It was a great day to do it, and it was a way to make myself be helpful in a way and contribute to the team more so than just going for the PR. So that was kind of the plan, yeah, around the PR.
Absolutely. So talking about the team, what was your team and your as an individual, your strategy to going into the race?
Yeah, I mean, of course, it was to win it, but we came a little short. But we thought we thought on not on paper, but with the guys with the group of guys that we have, we know that we could do something special today, and it didn't come unfortunately. But I think it was a good race, and it was a good way to look back and go into regionals and nationals. I think it'll be a good thing to kind of fix the things that we messed up on today, because I think the bigger races are yet to come.
I was going to say, it's not over yet. We have regionals and nationals coming up. What are your individual goals and what are your goals with the team?
Ability and to contribute to the team as much as I can, because I think doing great as a team is more so what I like to do, and having a great team result, and then I think that kind of leads to my goals and the things that I want to reach.
Absolutely, we love to hear it. So talking about your team, you just transferred to this conference to University of Alabama-Huntsville. How has the transition been? How has the team been?
It's been a really smooth transition. The team have been really, really welcoming. I've enjoyed, being in Huntsville, Alabama, and it's been great. It's been great. I think, I've already made an impact on the community, and I would love to keep doing that. The team has been great to me, and coaches have been welcoming. Everybody's been welcoming, and so it's been a great transition. And I think that's kind of what you need and what you.
Well, we are very happy to hear that, and we are very happy to have you at GSC Championships and Conference now. So welcome to the conference until the ceremony starts to celebrate all the winners. So awesome job, Ahmed.
Thank you so much
for talking to me.
Of course, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Can you hear me?
Here? Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, I'm good. Well, welcome back, everybody. I got the chance to grab Lauren Wallace. Lauren Wallace was the lead for Mississippi College, who did the amazing upset and got the team title. So very happy to have Lauren here and chat with her. First about you. You've done an amazing season. I saw your finish at Chili Pepper, where you got the big PR. How has the season been for you?
Oh, thanks, Johanna. Yeah, it's honestly been such a fun season. This is my 5th year, and when I was deciding to come back, I was just like, there's really nothing like it. And just being on our team and being with the girls and getting to pour into our team for one more year, like, there was no question whether I wanted to do it or not. So yeah, it's been really, really fun. We've had some amazing new freshmen come in, and just so we just race for each other, and we love it. And so honestly, it's been such a blast.
Absolutely. I talked with your team right before the start, and there was such great atmosphere within the team. So what was the team mindset going into this race, knowing Lee is the favorite, but you guys have a shot of taking that favorite spot away from them?
Yeah, so we had a meeting earlier this week, and we just were like, we have nothing to lose. Like we could go for it, or we could not. And every single person on our team was just so excited by that. Like, we just knew, like, we just had
Yes,
to
they'll
do
announce it.
everything, and we knew we were doing it for the right reasons. We were running for each other, and it's just so much stronger than going for a PR or any type of personal victory. Like we each wanted it for each other and for our team.
That's awesome.
And so that was the mindset. And honestly, we've just been so excited to get here. Like we've just been having a blast. So yeah, we're just so excited.
That's the best way to run it. And then, personal question, Catherine Wallace, your sister, has joined the team. How has that been, having a sister on the team?
Oh my goodness, it's been incredible. It's been incredible. She's seen me come home for 4 years and just be so happy here. And so it's just like a dream to have her here. It's been so fun. Like we've just gotten closer, and she's just crushing it. And yeah, I couldn't be more grateful. It makes it all more special. Honestly, like this morning we were warming up, and we were like listening to music, and the sun was rising, and I was looking around like really to be here, and all these people around me who just like believe it, and just like, and I was like, and my sister's here, like
Yes.
there's nothing better. It was so cool.
Yes, no, I can imagine. That's very special. So what is next for Mississippi College? We have regions coming up, potentially nationals coming up. What is the goal for Mississippi College? Where do you see the next weeks going for you guys?
Yeah, so yeah, we have regionals in 2 weeks in Lakeland, and yeah, honestly, we're just hoping to carry this momentum into regionals, and same thing. Just we're gonna put our best foot forward. We're gonna show up on Monday, keep working hard, and the thing today was like we had a blast. I don't know if you guys saw us on the
We
starting
saw it.
line.
You guys have
And that's what makes it like so fun, and that's gonna carry that energy into regionals and see what happens. But honestly, we're really, really excited for what's next for us in the
That's
postseason.
awesome. We're really excited for you. We will continue to cheer you on, and I wish you all the best, and all the best in Mississippi College. That was absolutely amazing.
Thank you so much.
Of
I really
course.
appreciate it.
With that, I think the ceremony is starting soon, so we will come back to everybody when the ceremony is starting. Thank you, everybody, for listening in.